556 days have passed since Spain nudged England aside to ascend to the top of the football world. But as the teams reunite for the first time, the memory of that historical achievement remains tarnished by one of the most divisive moments in modern sport.
The ex-boss of Spain's women's football team has been found guilty of sexual assault after kissing a player on the lips at the World Cup final.
Whilst the sporting world has pored over the details of the kiss that changed Spanish football, this ignominious story is only the latest chapter in a long-fought battle for Spanish women's rights.
It's the macho culture that it's in Spain, and that it's something that people is still fighting for. Feminism, it's something that it's on the street every single day. People is trying to, fight for the rights that the woman should have.
The Only Yes Means Yes law passed in 2022 was part of this fight. A landmark piece of legislation that removed the distinction between sexual abuse and sexual aggression, making explicit that consent is the deciding factor in the eyes of the law.
It's a new law that put the spotlight on the fact that women needed to say yes. That was positive for the victims, because a lot of times what the victim wants is to be believed.
As the societal debate raged, the Spanish team approached the 2023 World Cup in disarray. 15 players refused selection in a protest against the senior leadership. Key players, including Hermoso, returned, but disunity remained.
The atmosphere was so tense, and they had all of them the same feeling.
If you had one word to describe the infamous moment, the kiss, after the World Cup final, what would it be?
Shame. I felt shame about being Spanish, and after the biggest achievement the Spanish football has ever had.
No voy a dimitir. No voy a dimitir. No voy a dimitir. No voy a dimitir.
Jenni Hermoso is a World Cup winner and now a feminist icon. Her singular defiance has forced her former boss, Rubiales, to face a sexual abuse charge and has fueled a conversation about Spain's macho culture.
It's not easy to go on a trial that you know that everybody is going to be watching and just trying to explain how somebody ruined the best day of your life. The fact that a judge said, "I believe you, Jennifer Hermoso, and I'll give you 100% credibility," can encourage other women to do the same thing in the future. The fine, obviously, is very low, but I don't think Jenni did that for money. She did that because she wanted to be believed.
They're so brave, and we have to keep telling the world that we stand in solidarity with them, and hopefully it will make change.
We didn't feel alone in this issue. They feel our suffering, and we are continuously fighting for our rights, for the women's rights, and for making change.
La Roja continue to represent their nation with pride. But this courageous team will look forward to a time where the spectre of Luis Rubiales no longer casts a haunting shadow over their talent. The judgment has been appealed by both sides, but a line in the sand has been drawn that can only hasten positive change for the nation's women.
I think it was a good verdict, because you have to take into account what Spain came from till that point, because it means the end of an era where there has been impunity for powerful men in Spain. So I think that opens a scenario where women can feel more safe in Spain.
There's just so much to pick out of that, isn't there? And as we all know, the case rumbles on. But Karen, I think we have to point out the bravery of Jenni Hermoso throughout this whole process.
Yeah, so brave. And I think as well, you're just genuinely gutted for Jenni Hermoso, because in one of her biggest moments in her career, where you should be talking about how good she is as a player, how she contributed to the team, it's been overshadowed by something that's been completely not in her control, and that's the narrative. And for me, that makes it really, really sad. So she's brave. She's an exceptional woman and an exceptional athlete as well.
She certainly is, isn't she? Right?
Yes, she is. Yeah. Hopefully, for the Spanish women's sake, the matter is now closed. I think that I mentioned before about England, and when we won the Euros and the legacy that we were building, it was about access for girls and letting girls play. You're hoping that because of this incident, they haven't missed an opportunity, because when you speak about the Spanish ladies winning the World Cup, this is what comes up. And so you're hoping that this opportunity for them to build a legacy for Spanish young girls coming, it hasn't been spoilt and they haven't missed the opportunity, because that would be the biggest crime with this for me.
Well said to both of you.